Yo, what's up, buddy?
What's good, man?
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. Joey Sasso in the building. All thanks to Chevy Drive Chicago, man. What is up, dude? I'm hyped to talk to you.
Dude, I'm excited to talk to you, man. Yeah, I got all my boys over in Chi-Town, man. I got to get down there and visit once all this is over with, bro.
Definitely, definitely. Now, before we talk about all that, you're from Rochester, New York, right?
From Rochester, yeah, born and raised.
I'm from Syracuse,
Dude,
and
such a
yeah,
small world, man.
small world. I gotta say, I love it. I love seeing people from upstate, come out of the town, really put on for us. So like that is it's huge, bro. I 315, that whole area all day.
Thank you, man. Yeah, bro, I'm the same way. Anytime I meet anyone from any part of my neck of the woods, it's just like family, man. Did you go to Syracuse?
Yeah, yeah. I went to SU.
What year did you graduate?
13.
13. Okay, yeah. My boy started 2013 basketball player. I don't know if you know him, Christian White.
Christian White. I think it only sounds familiar because of the basketball, but I don't think I knew him. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think he started 2013, I want to say, sometime
okay,
around
right.
there.
All right. So I just missed him. Just missed him. But that's what's up, man. That's dope. I love upstate folks, man.
Yeah,
It's good
dude,
to
it's crazy,
just
man.
get
And I
down.
can't believe how much power upstate has. Just like across the country, how many people reach out, how many people know Rochester, how many people know, where we're from. It's kind of crazy because you always think growing up, like, especially living in LA, like I'll meet people and they'll be like, "Oh, you're from the Bronx, you're from Queens." I'm like, "No,
Right.
I'm from Rochester." They're like, "Yeah, is that in Queens or is that the Bronx?" I'm like, "No,
Nah,
no,
nah,
not
nah,
even
nah.
close. Not even close."
Exactly, exactly. So how's quarantine been for you? What's it like being at home, the whole thing?
Yeah, man. Tell you the truth, I feel like it's hard for everyone in different aspects. Like I'm a homebody naturally, so certain parts with that haven't been hard. It's just more so not being able to go to the gym, which is like my daily thing. Like every day,
Yeah.
wake up, first thing I do, go to the gym, get that workout in. And it's also a double-edged sword of I've been busier than ever, which has been such a blessing, but it's kind of hard when you don't ever leave your house. You know what I'm saying? So like you're
Yeah,
busy
yeah.
all day working from your like living room, let's say, and then the day just ends and you're still at home. But for the most part, man, it's been really good. I can't believe all of this is still happening. It's still going on. Like I don't think any of us ever expected it to go to the lengths that it's at right now. It's just scary, man, to
Oh,
drop it. Everything
definitely
changed.
not. Yeah, definitely not. I don't think anybody could have prepared for this. But do you think that aspects of the circle have helped you kind of, navigate just being, at home, not really seeing too many people, all social interaction or social media interaction?
Yeah, man, for sure. Like I would say it definitely put me in a mental state of just being okay with the days kind of just going by, not leaving. You're in the stationary place and you can't really do anything, so you got to keep yourself entertained. But I always look for the positives and stuff. So I tell people all the time, like, all right, we have Netflix, we have our phones, we got
Right.
YouTube, we got Amazon, we got all this stuff that I didn't have when we were doing the show. Like we had no access to anything besides the actual circle, and that was
Oh,
all
wow.
all day long. So for me, trying to find the positives and things, it's like, all right, we have a lot at our disposal that we didn't have when we were doing it. But I just think it's one of those things, man, like where people they're just like, I just want life back. You know what I mean? I just want
Oh,
to
of
go
course.
life, but you also got to listen to the experts and what people are telling us we have to do, because if we don't, it's just going to make the problem worse, and then this time will get extended. You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, good weather doesn't help. We're starting to move into those spring and summer months and people having plans and everything. But yeah, like you said, with everybody or all those professionals out there saying, hey, keep it locked down for a little while longer. You don't want to be doing this come November or, once we hit the fall or whatever. So it's good to, be
Oh, bro,
locked
praying,
up.
praying we get back to normal life. Just living in LA, I mean, we got nice weather basically all the time. So
Of
you
course.
wake up every day, that sun is shining, it's hot, it's beautiful. I live in the valley, so it's always like very hot, and you're sitting there and you're like, dude,
It's
I
a
just want,
tease.
I just want to be outside. Like I went a couple ago, I went back. Actually, it was last week. I went down to Venice Beach just to get out because I hadn't left the apartment in so
Right.
long. Everyone's got the masks on, everyone's keeping distance, but it wasn't that busy down there. And it's crazy just to see a place like Venice that's always so populated with so many people. There's people there, but not like it would normally be. And
Right, right.
man, this is crazy. Like, this is really the world right now. It's nuts.
It's nuts. It is. It's insane. So you were saying before, you guys didn't have too many things when you were on the circle, like, you know, all those different apps, your phone, stuff like that. Was there a lot of downtime during the show?
No,
Between
that's
really?
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I thought going into it, I was like, all right, I better bring a bunch of stuff to occupy my time because you'll probably have a good chunk of the day where you're doing
Right.
stuff and you won't. Bro, you woke up in the morning and it was on, man. Like,
Wow.
it was going. And then when you thought that there would be some downtime, I'd start doing like a face mask or doing something like that I like for me that I'm like, all right, let me kill some time real quick. And as soon as you start doing something, right from there, something happens or someone messages you, and then it's like, all right, damn it. Like, just stick with that. So by the end of the day, it was like a whirlwind of like so much happened in a day. You had so many conversations, so many things going on to where you were just like, how am I supposed to just shut off my brain and go to sleep right now? Like, there was no downtime
Right, okay.
whatsoever.
No, I guess it kind of portrayed itself as though, like, okay, you had your pockets of, you know, time. Like, everybody knew how to cook. I was like, was that a requirement, like, signing up? Because
yeah, like, I was confused about it. I was like, bro, how we do the food stuff? Like, let's say I want a McDonald's run. Do I just put in like a request for McDonald's or something? And they were like, nah, you just give us a list of everything you want, and then you'll have stuff delivered to your fridge and stuff like that. And then it didn't take long for me to realize if I put a request in that if they didn't get fulfilled, that means someone's probably leaving today, because normally it'd be like, all right, put this in the morning, someone will come stuff to you, or like if we had like 10 minutes of roof time to get air a day, you'd come in and stuff would be in your fridge. When that didn't happen, I was like, all right, something's probably about to go down today. So you would be on the edge of your seat all day long just waiting for something to happen.
Damn. So you thought you were gonna get that Big Mac, and if it didn't show up, that means you were getting the chop.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy, man. Like, I look back on it, it was just such a whirlwind of like, man, I'm so happy I did it. It's so crazy because now the show has grown to be this worldwide like phenomenon. And at the time, you're the first season going in. Just imagine being told what the concept of this show was. Like, it made no sense to me. Like, it's a reality show, but you don't meet anyone on the show. But then the people who you do talk to, some of them aren't real, and you're locked away. And I was like, all right, bro throw me in. I'll figure it out as we go, but just to see the reception that the show has had has just been absolutely insane. It's like, it's taken on this whole new life, man. Like, it's so crazy. I never thought in a million years. I thought the show would definitely find an audience. You know, it's Netflix. I thought it would have an audience. It would be cool. But just to see the extent that it's went to, bro, it still blows my mind. It's insane.
Cultural phenomenon now. Like, I mean, you, if anything, you and Shabam are like a household name, you know? Like, I'm waiting.
My boy, bro. That's my boy.
Do you talk to him regularly still?
Yeah, man. He was actually in LA. He had moved to LA right after, I want to say around like February, somewhere around that time. And then he was getting ready to do a bunch of stuff in his career, and then all this stuff happened. So he went back to San Francisco with his family, and he's just been in quarantine with them. But he said he's coming back to LA once everything's done. But yeah, man, like, you don't know a night out on the town until you go out with Shuby. Like, Shuby's wild, bro. Like,
I'm sure he is.
Wild.
I'm sure he was only giving us a piece of him on the show. I'm sure there's way more to Shuby than meets the eye. Like,
yeah, it's really fun when we go out and people meet me and him together and just seeing their reactions. But the coolest thing is that people, when they meet us, are like, you're really like that in real life. Like, I don't know if there's like this weird mind thing that happens with people thinking you're on a show, so you're putting something on. But we were all, I mean, all those people, everyone who came on, who made it to the end, man, like, we really all were just ourselves the entire way through. So when you meet people and they really can't believe that that's the way you are in real life and interacting with people, it's really cool just to see that they're like, man, like, I thought you were cool, but now I know you're cool. Like, I love that. Like, you know, it's really cool to see people's reactions like that.
Well, it seemed like the reason you won was because you were so genuine. Like there was no way you or somebody like Shuby was going to be a catfish just because you guys are like unapologetically yourselves. Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely waiting on the buddy cop drama or comedy between the two of you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, going into it, like I said, I tell people all the time, I don't know if people believe me. I truly never thought about winning. I never thought about the money. I never thought about winning because I'm like, there are so many factors that go into that are
right.
out of my control. I'm not going to let this experience, in my mind, I was like, I get away from work for a month. I've been an actor and a writer for, almost 10 years. I moved out to LA when I was 18, right out of high school. The show presented itself. I was always told, don't do reality television. The fact that there was this prize, it was going to be on Netflix, I never thought of any of that. I was like, all right, you know what? I get away for a month from my bartending job, which is like
Right.
the dream because I work, basically 6-7 days a week to try to survive. And I'm just going to go and have a great time, be myself, and see what happens. So the entire time, the entire way through, I was just me the whole time. I have zero regrets about any decisions I made with anything. And I think my favorite clip from the show still to this day is when they announced me the winner, because you see the look on my face. It's
Yeah, yeah.
like I truly never saw it coming. I was like, by the time we put the final ratings in, man, I was like, all right, I did everything I wanted to do. I'm an actor, right? So now I know I made it to the end of the show. I'm gonna get a lot of exposure. I'm on the whole thing.
Right.
I'm going to the finale just for the after party to finally meet the cast and hang out everyone, because we haven't been able to hang out. So
Right,
it
right.
starts going down the list, and then it's down to me and Tubes. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like, wait, what? Like, I was like, all right, bro, like, I'll come in like last or second for like, cool, let's go do our thing. Never saw it coming. Never.
That's incredible. No, I love the whole thing. Now we know that Broy Joey was, you're unapologetically you. You're 100% genuine. If you could have catfished the whole show, describe like your persona. What would
Oh, easy.
man?
I'd be like a hot blonde, like, and I would just be flirting with everyone, and I would just love it because I am such a child at heart, and I have such a child sense of humor, and I'm just goofy. I'm on level 10 at all points in time, so I would just be so entertained just by myself, of just sitting by myself and just screwing with people all day long. Like, I would definitely be blocked without a question because
Yeah.
I would be flirting with every single person, no matter who it was, and I would just be having the time of my life because I would know there would at least have to be one or two guys that would just get suckered into it. Like if
Right.
if someone was doing it to me, I'd be the guy being sucked in. I know that's why I know it would happen. So it'd be fun to be on the other end of it and really be screwing with someone and them not
Hell
having
yeah.
any idea, you know?
Hell yeah. That's all. You think you go all the way? If you
Oh, bro. I mean, no, I would definitely, I would be on level 10 with it. So I know at a certain point there would have to be someone like Sammy, who's just so real too and just so
yeah, she was
authentic, who
sharp.
would
She
be
was
like,
sharp.
nah, something's up with this girl. We got to get her out of here. She ain't real. And I would love to see the reactions of people, and they'd be like, it was Joey? What?
Oh man, that would be hilarious. We might have to get that. That might have to be the
That'd
next
be
thing we
dope, man.
do.
That would be fun for sure.
That'd
Yeah,
be,
I mean,
it'd be
they're
really
gearing up
funny.
for season 2. As far as I know right now, they've been doing a bunch of casting. So people are sending in their auditions and doing stuff. And I think the whole pandemic situation, slowed things down by a couple of months. But as far as I've heard, everything is still going to be a go. So season 2 will be coming soon.
Okay, dope. Are you guys still taking submissions? I was going to ask that a little later, but can people still sign up for that? How do we
Oh,
bring
yeah,
people
man. I
involved?
talked to my buddy yesterday about it. My buddy Raphael, who's one of the head casting producers for the show. I think the website, I could be wrong if I remember correctly, is circlecasting.com. You can
Okay.
just Circle Season 2 casting. It should take you to the website, and you basically fill out a questionnaire, make a video submission, send it in. And, that was one of my questions I had for my friends on casting was season 1, you had to really still fight for people but you had to find people.
Right.
Now the show blows up, and you see season 2 auditions, they are getting thousands of videos
Wow.
every day. So I cannot imagine what they have to go through on a daily basis to just start narrowing it down to who they want to try to fight for and bring back for, a second audition. It's got to be so overwhelming.
Oh well, I mean, like the circle now, you're up there in terms of reality TV with like the Real World, with The Bachelor. Like this was, I want to say, in my opinion, at least Netflix's like breakthrough reality TV show. You know, you got so many other Love Is Blind and Too Hot to Handle, but the circle really laid down that groundwork for like, okay, yeah, we're moving into reality shows in a big way.
Yeah, man. And I mean, just with Netflix, like they're so smart with so many things, but there's no way they were smart enough for this. But it's just crazy of like, look at how the show has just tied into what the world is going on with right now, of everyone legit being in quarantine. Like,
Oh
there
yeah,
was no way anyone could ever predict this happening. The show comes out, people love it for what it is, and it just blows up. Like my DMs used to be, bro, what did you do all day to keep your mind occupied? What was it like being in quarantine? Overnight, that switched to, oh my God, I feel like I know exactly what you went through on a daily basis. Happening. Like it tied into what's going on in the world so much. And you know, with everyone around the world being in quarantine, people are just home watching all day long.
yeah,
Like the show, it's one of those things that's cool, man, because like me being a film guy, I'm all about movies, and I don't watch something once. I watch something over and over and over again just to get the language, get everything.
right.
And you know, with the show, it wasn't, from everything I've seen from people, it wasn't something that they watched one time. It's a new thing, we'll watch it, it's over with. Like, people just still go back to it. They really respond to it. And it's crazy because I was never the social media guy. I think that's one of the things people have really responded to me, is just for, you know, being real, being who I am. And I'm the face-to-face dude. Like, I like talking like we're talking right now.
Definitely.
So it's crazy how kids of this generation, of all ages, man, like even adults, like, have just really responded to it. I get messages from kids, from teenagers, from people my age, from parents, from grandparents. Like, everyone loves it because it's so wholesome. And I
Yeah.
think it really changed the trend of reality shows moving forward in a big way.
Oh no, I mean definitely the circle. Not only is it, you know, culturally impactful just because it's a brand new show and it kind of speaks to social media, but you're right, the timing of its release, you know, just before this pandemic, you know, gives it that added, I don't know, like togetherness, because now we're all going through it. So I totally agree with what you're saying on that front. Like that is, it's definitely changed how we look at TV, really. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that, you know, characters like you, Shuby, Sammy, everybody on the show were in that first season, because I think that plays a lot into it too. Like each person had their own, you know, something to bring to the table, whether they were on for an episode or two, or, you know, you had your long-standing players like you. So
Yeah,
definitely.
and it's going to be fun to see what they do with season two, if they switch things up. And people ask me all the time, like, do you have any advice, or do you know what's going on? I don't know nothing about nothing. I'll be watching at home like everyone else, just enjoying the show. And it's going to be fun for me just to be able to sit back and enjoy it and not have
Right.
circle PSD, because I swear to God, bro, like, I still watch the show and I start sweating and getting anxiety at certain moments. I just remember being in the moment of certain things and just being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So it's going to be nice just to watch it and kick back and relax.
No, that'll be awesome. That kind of brings me to my next point. Like, what is next for you? I mean, I know obviously we're stuck in lockdown right now, but could you be doing behind the scenes stuff with the future seasons of The Circle? I know you've the Young Lion of the West. I saw the trailer for that. Looks epic. So I know you got different things going on. But can you speak a little to you know, what's next for Joey?
Yeah, well, I've had so much going on, bro. So my movie Young Lion of the West, that was made before I even knew the show was ever a thing. It took me
Oh wow.
7 years to get that made. It was my longtime passion project. I got that made, and that's what sort of let me be open to doing reality TV, because I was like, all right, if all else fails, I got my film. Thank God. So that is going to be finishing up in post-production soon. The whole pandemic situation kind of really slowed that down, because all, you know, the post houses are closed and we got to do some color correction, stuff like that. But I would say at this point, it's going to be 2021. That'll be coming out. We'll be looking for distribution. There's a lot going on that end. In terms of everything with The Circle, I'm not sure. There hasn't really been any conversations with anything like that. I'm just a loyal dude. Just so I'm like, I'm a part of this family. I would love to stay a part of this family. I dropped my merch line, which again, like, was one of those things that took so long because I'm the guy that's like, I'm not just gonna put anything out. I want to make sure
Right.
it's I love, I think is cool, and we were dealing with that while being so busy doing a press tour and getting designs right. So people's response to the merch has been overwhelmingly positive, which is insane. So what I take from this, man, is there's so many things that have happened in my career over the last 6 months that I never thought of. I was never open to. I was hard-headed in my ways with so many things, which I feel like a lot of people in this business are, and I'm one of them.
Right.
So I look at things now as in I'm totally open for so many things. But for me, at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is acting and writing. That's my love. I'm a film junkie. That's what makes me breathe. That's what's taken me to this point in my life. Since I was 3 years old, I always knew what I wanted to do. So I'm constantly targeting new projects. And once the business sort of starts opening up again, hopefully I'll be able to get in for some good reads. But I can tell you this much, bro. 2020 and 2021 is going to be very interesting. You have not seen the last of me. I'm here to stay, and I'm going to work my ass off to make sure I'm doing awesome stuff that people can really rally behind and feel good about the final product.
Hell yeah, man. Like you're a genuine dude. Like obviously people love you. I'm looking at the comments right now. Like people are obsessed with you, which is great because you know you're a stand-up guy. What you see is what you get. The Circle, obviously an incredible show, bro. Like we really appreciate, you know, from a fan perspective, like I appreciated everything. You know, your entire character was great. So I'm happy to see that you got big things on the way. The merch line is popping. That family over everything is hot. So man, I just got to say thank you, you know, for coming through. I appreciate you. This was dope, dude.
Bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for having me. Upstate boys, man, for real. Anytime you want to kick it, you
Hell
want to
yeah,
do this, reach out to me, man. We'll make it happen. It's nothing but love and
definitely.
staying safe over there, bro. You know, I got your back. Whatever you need, I got you.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. You got to let me know when you're in Chicago, because we'll
Bro, I
definitely.
promise you, I got my boy Tom Mish from high school who lives in Chicago. My other best friend, Nick Alfieri, used to live in Chicago. He lives in LA now, and he's been on my ass to get to Chicago. I'm like, we gotta go, we gotta go. So as soon as all of this stuff is over, bro, I promise I'll be in Chicago. Hit me up, yo, and we will make something happen. We definitely gotta grub on some good food because that's what I'm
Definitely.
breaking my diet as soon as I come to Chicago for sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We'll hit some bars and we'll hit the gym.
I am so ready for this. After 3 months of quarantine, you have no idea. You
Yeah.
have no
Yeah,
idea.
no, same, dude. I'm a big gym guy, so that's probably the second. I'm gonna go see my parents, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. That's on my short list of things to do after quarantine.
That sounds great, buddy. Thanks again so much for having me, man. We'll
Definitely,
definitely
man.
talk.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming through.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.